Greetings from the Woolen Needle this morning. I want to talk to you a little bit about a new technique that we put in the floral branch block. It is some cotton applique, which we haven't done on our previous projects. We've always kind of stuck to wool applique. Couple things in your pattern, just for clarification, it mentions in your directions that you're cutting out the leaves for these petals out of the cotton for your cotton petals, and it calls them leaves, but your template says floral petals. I'm referencing the floral petals instead of leaves. So just so you know that. The product I'm using to do that technique, it's an applique paper made by Hugs and Kisses, a new product which we absolutely love. So I'm going to show you how to use this because the directions are in here. It's great for hand applique, needle turn, English paper piecing, so many options. It just has so much potential. If you have an inkjet printer, you can print your designs onto the smooth side of the page and then cut out your shapes, or you can draw them by hand. Today, I'm going to draw them using my pattern. So on your pattern, you will find your shape that you want to trace, and you just lay your applique paper over it, and there's a smooth side and a little bit rougher side. Just trace your shape. Oops, a little offline. So you're going to trace those, and I have some pre-traced. Then what you will do is cut the shape out on the line that you draw or that you've traced. So you're going to get your shapes. I like to use my Famore scissors. I also like to use my little rotary cutter sometimes when I'm cutting things like this out, just because it's quick and easy. And you can just cut simply this way. So you are cutting the exact shape you want your applique piece to be, whether it be a dog, whether it be a leaf, but no matter what it is. And that's a fun little cutter we have on the website also. Next, you take your shapes that you've cut out, and they have the fusible on the back side of them. Take your cotton, fuse your leaves to the background. I'm going to give a little more space there. Just a little bit of steam. Now, once again, you can cut these out with scissors. And I leave a little, probably 3/16 of an inch. A quarter seems a little bit bulky for me, but 1/8 of an inch is a little short. So you can cut by hand. Again, this little rotary cutter is really nice for this. If you trust yourself, keep your fingers out of the way. Just do a nice clean sweep. And you can cut them out either way. Next, for this process, you take your sew line glue stick. This paper is going to stay in your project once it's done. You do not remove it. It will break down as it washes, and then it doesn't leave a lot in there. So I put glue on it, and you just start gluing your edges down. And you go both directions. This glue does dry fairly quickly, so I work kind of quickly as I do it. I always like to start at my point so that I don't have that dog ear on the end. Tuck it, just keep tucking it in. I'll come down to this end and do this end. That puts a little bit of a pleat in that, or a dart in there. Close my glue up. So I have a little bump there, so I'm just going to roll it around a little bit farther. Next, I give it a good pressing. So now I have my perfect little shape to put on my applique, or to do applique. Here's my background, and I've already pre-made some of these. So then they're ready to go onto your design. I'm just going to throw together a flower here. And I'm going to show you another cheat that I like to do, because now they're prepared to be either machine appliqued or hand appliqued, whichever you choose. Trying to be most efficient, I like to take some Heat and Bond Light, cut a little strips, if I fuse these to the backs of, because this is not fusible, what is the smooth side of the Appliqué paper, it is not fusible. The opposite side that you fuse to the back of the cotton fuses. So if I put a little, just a little square of Heat and Bond Light on there, now I can peel this off, put these in place where I would like them to be, fuse them down. Now they're basted and they're going to be ready for me to do my stitching. So I think for this little sample, I'm going to end up turning this into a pin cushion, maybe. I'm not sure. I cut out a little circle. I'll end up appliquing in the middle, make it round, turn it into a pin cushion. But that's the use of this Appliqué paper. You can also, instead of fusing down, we like Appliqué pins. Those are great. They're nice and small. Those are also on the website if you're interested. So those are some fun tips on how to make that technique work for you. Have a great day.